Today we are going to continue exercise 16.3 part 3. So next problem is 12th problem. Check whether the probabilities P of A and P of B are consistently defined or not. So first problem, P of A equal to 0.5, P of B equal to 0.7, P of A intersection B equal to 0.6. Second question is P of A equal to 0.5, P of B equal to 0.4 and P of A union B equal to 0.8. So what to find? Probabilities are consistently defined or not, we have to check. For consistently defined P of A and P of B must be greater than or equal to P of A intersection B. So we have to for the given data is consistently defined or not. To check this, how to check this whether the given data is consistently defined or not means P of A intersection value must be less than P of A and P of B, or P of A and P of B must be greater than or equal to P of A intersection B. Here in the first question, if you observe the first question, if you take P of A and P of A intersection B, P of A is 0.5, P of A intersection B is 0.06. That means this is lesser than P of A intersection B. Therefore, data is not consistent. Second question is P of A intersection B is not given. So find P of A intersection B by using addition theorem. P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B minus P of A intersection B. So P of A union B is equal to P of A 0.5 plus 0.4 minus P of A intersection B. P of A union B value is given. This is 0.8. 0.8. So 0.8 minus 0.5 minus 0.4 is equal to minus of P of A intersection B. That means P of A intersection B is equal to 0.1. So if you observe P of A intersection B is 0.1 and the second question P of A is 0.5, P of B is 0.4. So these two values 0.5 and 0.4 both are greater than P of A intersection B. Therefore, data is consistently defined. Next problem, 13th problem. Fill in the blanks in the following table. So P of A, P of B, P of A intersection B, P of A union B. Here P of A is given, P of B is given, P of A intersection B is given. What is the value of P of A union B? First question. Second, P of A is given, P of A intersection B is given, P of A union B is given. What is P of B value? So same in the third question, what is the value of P of A intersection B? So from addition theorem on probability, so formula is for P of A union B is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So according to this formula, P of A in the first question, P of A union B, we have to find P of A union B is equal to P of A is given 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 15. LCM is 15. 5 plus 3 minus 1, 7 by 15. Second question is find the value of P of B. P of A union B is given 0.6 is equal to 0.35 plus P of B minus 0.25. 0.6 is equal to 0.35 minus 0.25 means 0.10. P of B plus 0.1. So P of B is equal to how much? Second question answer is 0.5. Third question. P of A union B value is given 0.7 is equal to P of A 0.5 plus 0.35 minus P of A intersection B. So 0.7 is equal to 0.5 plus 0.35, 0.85. 0.85 minus P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is equal to 0.85 minus 0.7, 0.15. Next problem. Given P of A is equal to 3 by 5, P of B is equal to 1 by 5. Given P of A is equal to 3 by 5, P of B is equal to 1 by 5, and A and B are mutually exclusive. Given A and B are mutually exclusive events. Exclusive events means A intersection B is equal to 5. That means probability of A intersection B is 0. Therefore, according to addition theorem, P of A or B means A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So P of A or B is equal to P of A 3 by 5 plus P of B 1 by 5 minus 0, that means 4 by 5. Therefore P of A or B is equal to 4 by 5. Next problem. E and F are events such that P of E is equal to 1 by 4. Given P of E is equal to 1 by 4, P of F is equal to 1 by 2. P of E and F. P of E and means intersection. E and F is equal to 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Find first question is P of E or F. E or F. E or F means E union F. P of E union F is equal to P of E plus P of F minus P of E intersection F. So P of E union F is equal to P of E 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5. So LCM is 40. 10 plus 20 minus 8. So 30 minus 8. 22 by 40. That means 11 by 22. 11 the 2, 20 the. So this is the value of P, E or F. Second question is P of not E and not F. Not E and not F. P of not means complement, E complement, and means intersection. Wherever and comes, there we have to use intersection symbol. Wherever R comes, there we have to use union symbol. Next, E dash intersection, not F means F dash. Not F means F dash. So this is equal to P of E union F dash. P of E union F dash, which is again equal to 1 minus P of E union F. 1 minus P union F. 1 minus P union F value already we got. How much? 11 by 20. 1 minus 11 by 20 is 9 by 20. This is the value of P of not E and not F. Next question. Events E and F are such that P of not E or not F is equal to 0.25. Given P of not E or not F is equal to 0.25. Not E means E complement, R means union, not F means F complement is equal to 0.25. So P of E dash union F dash is also equal to P of E intersection F dash. E intersection F dash. So this is also equal to 1 minus P of E intersection F is equal to 0.25. So P of E intersection F is equal to E intersection F is equal to 0.75, which is not equal to 0. So this is 0.75, not 0. So if E intersection F is 0.75, then E intersection F is not a null set. Therefore, E and F are not mutually exclusive. Next problem, A and B are even such that P of A is equal to 0.42. Given P of A is equal to 0.42, P of B is equal to 0.48, and P of A and B means intersection, is equal to 0.16. First question is P of not A. P of not A. Not A means P of A dash. P of A dash means 1 minus P of A. 1 minus P of A is 0.42. 0.42 means 0.58. 1 minus 0.42 is 0.58. Second question is P of not B. Not B. P of not B means B dash. 1 minus P of B. 1 minus 0.48. 1 minus 0.58 is 48 is 0.52. Third question. P of A or B. P of A or B. That means P of A union B. P of A union B is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So P of A union B is equal to P of A 0.42 plus 0.48 minus 0.16. So P of A union B is equal to 0.42, 0.48, 0.90, 0.74. So P of A union B is equal to 0.74. Next problem. In a class 11th of a school, 40% of the student study mathematics and 30% study biology. 10% of the class study both mathematics and biology. If a student is selected at random from the class, find the probability that he will be studying mathematics or biology. So let M and B denotes, otherwise P of M and P of B we will take. Let P of M and P of B denotes probability of a student studying mathematics and biology respectively. Mathematics and biology respectively. Therefore, P of M, probability of studying mathematics is how much? 30%. No, 40%. 40% means 40 by 100. Next, probability of studying biology is how much? Biology is 30%. 30 by 100. And mathematics and biology. And is there means intersection. P of M intersection B. Mass intersection biology. Both is how many? 10%. 10% means 10 by 100. 10 by 100. If a student is selected from the class, find the probability that he will be studying maths or biology. Mathematics or biology means A union B. R means M union B. Mathematics or biology is how much means. So apply addition theorem on probability. A union B or P of M union B. P of M plus P of B minus P of M intersection B. So P of M union B is equal to 40 by 100 plus 30 by 100 minus 10 by 100. What is LCM? 100. That 40 plus 30, 70. 70 minus 10, 60. So 2 3s are 2 5s are. So answer is 3 by 5. Next problem. In an entrance test that is graded on the basis of 2 examinations, the probability of a randomly chosen student passing the first examination is 0.8 and the probability of passing second examination is 0.7. Probability of passing at least one of them is 0.95. What is the probability of passing the both? Let P of F and P of S denote probability of passing first and second examinations respectively. First and second examinations respectively. So P of F, probability of passing first examination is 0.8. Probability of passing second examination is 0.7. Next, at least one of them. At least one of them means either A or B, or first examination or second examination. Either first examination or second examination. At least means or, either first or second. How much? 0.95. So next, probability of passing both. Both means and means intersection. First examination, intersection, second examination is how much? Wherever at least or these two keywords comes, use union symbol. Wherever and both, if these two keywords comes, use intersection symbol. So what is the formula for P of F union S? P of F plus P of S minus P of F intersection S. P of F union S is equal to P of F is 0.8 plus 0.7 minus, this is given 0.95. P of F intersection S is equal to how much? So P of F intersection S is equal to 1.5 minus 0.95. So answer is 0.55. Next question, question number 20. The probability that a student will pass the final examination in both English and Hindi is 0.5 and probability of passing neither is 0.1. If the probability of passing English examination is 0.75, what is the probability of passing Hindi examination? Let E and H denotes English and Hindi examinations, respectively. English and Hindi examinations respectively. So here what is given? English and Hindi, probability of a student will pass examination, English and Hindi is given. That means P of E intersection H. And means we have to use intersection symbol. So 0.5. Next. And probability of passing neither. Probability of passing neither means E union F, E union H whole dash is equal to 0.1. That means 1 minus P of E union H. E union H is equal to 0.1. So P of E union H is equal to 0.9. Next, if the probability of passing English examination. Next, what is given? English exam is given. Probability of English is how much? 0.75. Then probability of Hindi is how much? Passing Hindi examination is how much? So what is the formula for P of E union H? P of E plus P of H minus P of E intersection H. E intersection H. So P of E union H is given how much? 0.9. So P of E is given 0.75 plus P of H minus P of E intersection H is given 0.5. So P of H is equal to 0.9 minus 0.25. 0.9 minus 0.25, 0.65. So probability of passing Hindi examination is 0.65. Next, in a class of 60 students, 30 opted for NCC, 32 opted for NSS and 24 opted for both NCC and NSS. If one of these students is selected at random, find the probability that the student opted for NCC or NSS. Second question is the student has opted in either NCC not NSS. Third question is the student has opted NSS but not NCC. So what is given? First question, sorry, first line, 30 out of 60 students, 30 opted for NCC. That means probability of students opted for, P for probability. Probability of student opted for NCC. How many are there? 30 out of 60. Second question. Second point. Next, 32 opted for NSS and 32 opted for NSS. P of NSS. Probability students opted for NSS is 32 out of 60. Next, and 24 opted. 24 opted for both. Both means here and is there. So NCC and means intersection NSS is equal to how many? 24 by 60. 24 by 60. If one of these student is selected random, find the probability that NCC or NSS is there. NCC or NSS is there. So first question is probability of NCC. R means union. NCC or NSS is equal to P of NCC plus P of NSS minus P of NCC intersection NSS. So P of NCC is 30 by 60 plus 32 by 60 minus 24 by 60. So LCM is 60. 32 plus 30, 62. 62 minus 24. 38. 2 19s are 2 30. 19 by 30. Second question. The student has opted neither NCC nor NSS. Neither NCC nor NSS means NCC NSS complement, or this is R. If you take complement, it will become neither. So 1 minus P of NCC or NSS. So 1 minus 19 by 30. 1 minus 19 by 30. That means 11 by 30. Second question. Third question. P of the student has opted for NSS. P of NSS but not NCC. NSS but not means minus NCC. That means P of NSS minus P of NSS intersection NCC. So P of NSS is how much? 32 by 60 minus intersection is how much? 24 by 60. So LCM is 60. 32 minus 24, 8 by 16. 4 2s are 4, 15 are 2 by 15 is the answer for third problem.